Hello everyone. I'm here now. So, if you remember, a few weeks ago, I was working on gonna start doing some test animation with that, and maybe starting on a scene, an upcoming animation. I also do have another video coming up soon, by the way. It's gonna be an update video. Next animation's probably gonna drop on Halloween, for anybody interested. As for the music, it's at the bottom of the screen. How are you all doing this fine day? Fine Saturday. Middle of the day. I'm tired. The last time I did a 3D turnaround of Pivot Bed. Not quite well animated yet. With the controller, we're having this. You can see it kind of snaps around and things disappear when they shouldn't. Still haven't fixed that yet, but it's workable. That. And the other things I got is pivot and pull. Where the hell did this go? Double check my library and see Alright, so let us scribble some animation. If I have any friends who want to get smaller or anything. I do have a friend who will be joining us. Huzzah! Let's skip this song because this song is very... Your automata music. If I go silent, by the way, it's because I'm working. And yes, I do play D&D. Most D&D players, by the way, are significantly older. Like, a lot of people start when they're teens and stuff like that, but a lot of D&D players and stuff and DMs have been doing it for like 30 years. So I don't think you have to worry about a maximum. There's never a maximum age where you can enjoy something. If you enjoy doing something, you can keep doing it, as long as it's not harmful to other people. Discord's ringtone so loud. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jade.
Hello.
Oh yeah, here's a...
Thank you. That'd be useful because it means I can see all the people who can now hear me.
Apparently some people in the chat were saying like, there's apparently a maximum age to enjoy D&D, and if you're 28 or older, you're not allowed to enjoy it anymore.
Really? Because I know someone who's been playing for 52 years. Not
Wow.
D&D specifically, but actually it might be D&D specifically. Let me just check. He's an old friend of my mother's. Let me see. How long's he been playing for?
And I was ringing because I was calling Jade. Say hi to the chat, by the way.
Hi chat, how are you? He's been playing for 42 years, not 52. Of the 45 years D&D has been a thing.
Wow. That is impressive.
So, put that in your pipes and smoke it, people. Hello!
Yes, Ketcho. I use Toon Boom, and your name reminds me of that damn Pixar movie about the cars. Called by the same thing.
Oh, if you hear static, warn me immediately. My mic is a bit temperamental at the moment. It should be fine. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing for 20 years. I think. Might be 19. I recognize some of the people in your chat. Commodore James, I know you because you like pretty much every tweet I make. There's nothing wrong with that. I just recognize your name. Double thumbs up. You've got a question asking if 17 FPS is good enough for fluid animation. Knowing nothing, I'd say no.
What is...
Oh, I'm handling those, don't worry.
Where was the question? Oh, 17 FPS.
Yeah.
That is a weird FPS, and I would not recommend 17 FPS. I would recommend a standardized either 12, 15, 24, or 30. Higher frame rates might look more fluid, but they will look way more janky if you don't know what you're doing and how to make smooth animation to start with. So I would actually start with 12 FPS or 15 FPS and focus on doing that, and focus on making sure the movements are fluid before you try to actually do, like, quote-unquote smooth animation. I got that whole smooth animation tutorial. Check out.
I've seen some 60 FPS animation and it is gorgeous, but so hard to do.
Well, part of the reason why 60 FPS it will look good, there's like two problems and stuff. If you're doing just GIF animation, you're capped at up to 50 FPS. And if you do above that, it will automatically put it at 10 FPS, so it looks horrible. But the thing is, frame rate is only a tiny aspect about fluid animation, and you can get fluid animation without high frame rates and stuff. Usually like 60 FPS stuff, it's going to be relying heavily on tweens and things like that, because there's no way to really do that reliably hand-drawn and stuff. I mean, it's possible, but you would... Why? Why would you want to do that? Why would you torment yourself?
I'm curious as to the maximum frame rate of a GIF now, because theoretically there isn't one, but practically there must be.
I believe it's 50 FPS because each frame can only display up to 0.02 seconds per frame.
That depends on your export tool. If you were to code it manually or make a tool to do it, then you could set whatever you like.
I guess that's Photoshop's limit then.
Yeah, Photoshop's limit. Yeah, I think you're right, 0.02.
Yep.
Yeah. Here we are. Here you go, useful information. Internet Explorer's cap, not that anyone should ever be using Internet Explorer, is practically speaking 20 FPS. Higher than that, and it'll go down to 10 FPS. So you were very close. It's not 50 frames per second, it's 50 milliseconds. That's 20 FPS. That's really bad.
Except 24 frame per second animation still plays just fine, and you can get even faster than that on Google Chrome.
Oh, this is IE.
Yeah.
That's from 2010, mind you, so that's probably where that 50 comes from. That's interesting, though. Oh my god, there's so much information here. I don't have time for this. GIFs are bad, okay? Don't use GIFs. I don't know why people use GIFs. You know, animated PNGs are a thing. Why don't we use those?
Because nothing supports them.
I know, because we're lame. It's stupid though, because Chrome and Firefox support them just fine. It's just like, oh, well, we don't want to allow animated PNGs because they're not technically a standard. I was like, well, I'm ranting on your stream. I'll stop.
Okay, I do
it. Baktribai asks, what's a good display tablet for a starting artist? I know what you're going to say.
If you're doing a display tablet, one that's actually has an actual screen in it, there's some in the $300 to $400 range that are cheaper than if you want to go ham and go for like a Wacom. Personally, I'm actually using the XP Pen 13.3 Pro right now because it's brand new, and I'm actually really impressed with this. Seriously, it has like no parallax, so I'll have a review coming up for it in a few days, actually. That's a good one. There's other ones that are also pretty decent and stuff, though might have a little bit of parallax things, like the Gaumon is decent, it's bigger, but has a little bit of parallax.
I personally, for a complete newbie, I have strong, I recommend using an iPad, not because it's the best for drawing, but because even if you don't end up getting super into it, you won't have wasted your money. But it is also very good.
That's a good point.
But it's multi-purpose. And very portable, extremely portable. So yeah, if you're just starting out, one of the cheaper iPads, not the iPad Pro, but one of the newer normal models, and an Apple Pencil. If you pick up an app like Clip Studio or Procreate, or I think Adobe put out an Illustrator one recently, that's also a good shout. But they're not dedicated drawing tablets. They just can do it.
They're not something that you would connect to your computer. So if you want to do something that you connect to your computer, you have to something a little more specialized. Unless, can you connect an iPad to a computer?
Yes, you can, using some software called Duet, which allows you to get pressure sensitivity through, but there is a subscription for that and an initial paid cost. And it's not the smoothest piece of technology. So while it works, that's more of a secondary benefit and not something you should... Yeah. It also doesn't work very well on Windows. It's great on Mac. Go figure. Box, you might miss the name of your current tablet. It was XP Pen something?
I'll just type it in the chat.
Good plan.
It's a brand new tablet. Literally just released like this past month or something. But it's like $300 from their website, which is actually pretty inexpensive for this.
I wonder how Wacom are going to respond, because all their patents have started to expire, so they're going to have to bring their prices down. Or innovate.
Which they haven't done either of those in the past, like, what, 7 years?
They haven't needed to with the patents active, have they?
Tell me.
They're going to have to now. We'll see. I don't know, maybe it'll drive the price down. I can see what's going on. Commodore, if you don't waste time with the general image manipulation program, I hate its short name, it's so dumb. It's not really built for drawing, clues in the name, it's built for messing with images that already exist. There's plenty of free software for drawing out there. Grit is a very good one that you've already mentioned, but
Grit is also good if you
alternatives.
Grit is also good if you want to try animating without getting like actual animation. Because, like, hell, Timmy Chang, one of the artists who helped with Undertale,
Hoi.
he uses Grit as her animation program.
Oh, really? That's good.
And she's really fucking good with it. If you want to do, like, hand-drawn animation, Grit is really good.
Midabang's alright. It's on the iPad as well, actually, Midabang. I didn't think too much of it, but it's not bad. Colton Sailors, I know you answered this one as well. Colton Sailors asks if you recommend going to art school in college or learning to do animation on your own.
If you're in the US, just learn it on your own. Unless you can get like a full ride scholarship or something, there's no reason why you'd want to take out a loan to go to college. For most degrees, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, my mindset on that is extremely different because I'm obviously from the other side of the ocean, over in Europe. And I'd be like, no, go for it, because if you have the opportunity to learn, then learn. But our colleges don't put you in debt for the rest of your life. So, well, I suppose it depends. Like, if you're going into a field that needs the degree to get the job, then sure. But for art, it's more about what you can put out, right? Fabrico, I'm going to time you out because you've just said Hero 3 like 1,000 times. Calm yourself, boy.
Calm your boobies.
Cool down. You'll be out of timeout in 5 minutes.
Tuna your matatas.
See, I'm not streaming, so I can actually watch the chat. are they helpful? My production studio says, so does an animation degree make me more hireable? I know for a fact that it's not about the degree, but kind of.
There's a little bit.
I don't know. I know professional artists who work for fairly big companies now who are self-taught. Like, yeah. It's not like it doesn't help, but you don't need it. You've got to weigh up whether you think it's worth however much money on your own. Patience is a virtue. Art is a skill.
Really get annoyed with it. At random points, and it's like you can't interact with anything, and it interrupts whatever you're doing.
Better than losing all your work, though, right? Yeah, I guess. Oh, I'm just doing some perspective practice before I start drawing something, and this first cube I did, oh my god. What is that? Terrible. Colton Sailor says, what's your guys' opinion on the art of Borderlands 3 and Borderlands 2? I personally love it. Ooh, do I have stories about that art style?
I'm not really crazy about Borderlands. And
I like the games, although I'm not buying the third one for reasons. The art style is stolen, and it's actually a big old drama. They took it from a short called Code Breakers, I think. I'll look it up. But they were originally going to pay this guy to use the art style. Well, they wanted him to do work on it, but then they dropped off communication with him, and a few months later out came Borderlands in that art style. Code Hunters. Oh, this one's more up your alley. King Goshi asks, do you play Monster Hunter?
yes, absolutely. Monster Hunter is my favorite game series.
He likes Monster Hunter. Oh, you can play Iceborne when it comes out. I assume,
Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah. Not for another while on PC though. Shame.
I'm actually kind of glad I kind of can take it off.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but I haven't actually finished the existing yet, so we'll see. I'm not going to say your name because you've asked. Slash asks, how well do you need to be to animate? I assume how good do you have to be to animate? I mean, you're not going to get better if you don't do it anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more you want. It's just you gotta do it.
Do it. Get better. You can do it. Russian bot says, got your thumbs backwards. You know what? He's right.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out why they're going on backwards.
What else we got in here? Can I ask you a couple of silly questions? Says Keith. Yes, you can. You get a timeout. Bye-bye. Mafia Cat asks, have you ever played Enter the Gungeon?
I have not. I have it on my wish list, and I've had it there for a very long time.
I haven't played it. I really should. It's supposed to be really good. I've got random questions coming out, but I like random questions. If you could have any power in the world, what would it be? I haven't answered this, but I'm not going to say what it is.
That's my answer.
What was your answer?
Shapeshifting.
Shapeshifting. Oh, is that your answer?
Yes.
Oh. That's his answer. Shapeshifting. Rato asks, are you planning to do Hero the Dents 3?
I get asked this like literally 6 times every single stream.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, dude. You'll find out, I assume.
Go check out my video that's coming out this next week on Wednesday, and you might find out. I'm not going to say whether it's going to be an engaging answer or not.
Craven Slayer, speaking of Monster Hunter, which weapon is your favourite? And which is the weapon you've used the most? Either or.
It varies from game to game. The only thing that I never really use is the Insect Glaive, though in Iceborne, or not Iceborne, Monster Hunter World, I did use it in for leveling. It was completely overrated when it first came out, and it attracted a lot of kind of bad players. But
oh, I'm being barred.
Boy.
We're back, people.
I use the Charge Blade a lot. Switch Axe I've had some fun with and stuff, though I never use it for very long. Lance was my main thing in World, just because I really love the new guard mechanics. I use Gun Lance in 3U. Kind of dropped off using it. It's kind of weak, and it's still weak. I love Hunting Horn a lot. Hammer I sometimes use when I'm feeling memey. I don't know, I've used everything at some point, and I've mastered it at some point, except for Insect Glaive, which even then in Iceborne, or Monster Hunter World, I learned it fully. It's just completely bad. Weaknesses with this flash rig, or with this animation rig. You know, people, just a little heads up. Hero of the Dens 2 took me between February all the way up to July to complete. So when asking about Hero of the Dens 3, consider how long it has been since Hero of the Dens 2. So note to self, I need to remove the pigs from the pose copier format for this. It is moving everything all over the place. fan. It has been a very long time since I've done action animation, and good lord, I forgot how hard it is. Everybody's favorite monster in Monster Hunter. My favorite would probably be the Nargacuga. I was thinking that maybe it would be easier to animate this just as the hands separately. Treat the hands like separate objects. Keep moving the goddamn pose copier all the way up to the top of the screen. This is now...
Hello again.
Hello there.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Girlfriend's still recovering from surgery, so there's the occasional, please help me, I'm stuck in bed issue to deal with. Which is fun. How is the stream?
How's it going? I'm struggling.
Did you figure out the thumbs yet?
Oh, I already figured out the thumbs and stuff. It's more a matter of the way that I rig this. There's this thing called the pose copier, which basically it takes all the different frames that you had set up, and you can take it and it copies them. But it can only do that if you have the exact same number of frames. So my mistake was basically putting everything inside of a big peg and then copying that all there. And this peg is the thing that I use to position things around. So not only is it copying the pose, it's copying the original position, which is causing it to completely detach from wherever I'm moving it to.
Ah, fun.
When I just need it to adjust the internals, I don't need it to adjust the overall position. So I'm finding a lot of weaknesses in my rigs because I have not done a rig in a very long time. I think my big mistake was I basically... Honestly, what I should probably do is probably just do frames for each individual pose for the hands and just do them as that instead of keeping them as a bunch of dynamic moving parts. Yeah, I can't do easy transitions that way, but with an action animation you're going so fast that doesn't work. Related, this music is from Crosscode. Boy, time for Ken Ash Corp.
So many times before. Heartbeats so high. No matter how much I do this, I never get bored. I said I needed space, I wanted so much more. This is my galaxy, gonna explore. Heartbeats so high. It's just another universe and I won't be ignored. You say you're a dancer, dance, take no for an answer, no way. I'm just persistent, baby. What can I say? Don't wanna be a black hole of negative emotions, it's true. I wanna be like her, wanna be good to you. Universe, calling out every whisper, every shout. Cheap shots on me, so drink up, honey, this one's for free. On the rocks, hit me up with another brandy. Don't stop, give me space, I'm feeling dandy. Do we deserve this? Is it our purpose? It's just fan service, this beauty on the surface. Yeah, I like what I like. look a little bit deeper on these values in which I strive. I'll be your sleeper hit. Let me take this thing in overdrive. Let me take this thing in overdrive. Yeah, beat so hard. Heartbeat so hard. Heartbeat so hard. I'm reeling from the burn that I felt within. Heartbeat so hard. Yeah, down under the scotch just to drown my sin. I dream of electric sheep and all my responses stay the same. They're just zeros and ones. I can't have fun and I'm the only one to blame. Heartbeat so hard. Zero at the bar, just feeling strange. You say the answer, talk. I wanna be sane one more time. Ain't no damn crime. Whisper those lies to myself no more. It's true. Wanna be with you. Universe calling out. Every whisper, every shout. Cheap shots on me. So drink up, honey, this one's
Oh.
free.
I thought I
Hello.
was static for a sec. Hello. I have still been here. I've just been on mute while moving things around. There have been a handful of questions while I've been gone. Quinn asked if you had one character you love to draw.
Well, that depends. Love to draw versus love. Those are two completely different things. Because my favorite character of mine, one of them most favorite anyway, Cecil. Except good fucking lord, drawing her is a nightmare because drawing a spider. I like drawing Mimi. She's a draw. If it's also easy for me to remember how to draw because I've done it so many times, and when I designed her, I had like a really specific kind of geometric design to her outfit.
Yeah, her design isn't exactly complex to draw. It's full of lots of,
It's
as
got
you
a
say,
lot.
geometric shapes.
It's got a lot of like you look at it and it's like, oh wow, it looks fairly detailed, but it's an illusion because it's actually not too detailed, so it's not too complex. Effective simplicity.
Big Cammy asks a big long question that can basically be summarized as, can you draw X? I would suggest that's probably going to be a commission or a Patreon request.
Can you draw a pivot dressed as Tauri from Meta Runner? Can I? Probably. I'm not going to.
Do you have any of the early concept art for Pivot? I think it's on his DeviantArt.
Somewhere.
I have some.
The sketches. I have also like a list of I've done like 3 or 4 reference sheets for her, updated it periodically every few. Pen.
Goodbye, Pen.
And you commissioned me to do it. No, you probably can't either. I don't
Busy.
really take public commission.
You do Patreon stuff occasionally, don't you?
Yeah, I'll do Patreon commissions. In fact, that's a perk that I have. And I also have Patreon rewards, which I'll... But it's like... I've had to limit the Patreon commissions and stuff to like... I'd have an issue where somebody would get a commission, and then it's like, oh, that's done, I want to do another, and it would just continually just keep piling up. So I had to eventually put my foot down
tell me about it.
and limit it to 1 to 2 a month, depending on the complexity. Because otherwise there's kind of the incentive. The other thing that I had an issue with was people pledging, immediately getting commission, and then withdrawing. I had to put in 2 rules, just to prevent people from like, oh, I'm going to pledge 1 month, get a shit ton of commissions, and then back out.
Oh, you actually had them just a commission whenever, when they were pledged, sort of thing, or...
It's not a when they pledge thing, because that would imply that like that would imply that the commission is more like a guaranteed reward rather than something that they can get access to at any time.
Ah, right, I see.
It's not like a one-time thing. When they're in the $10 tier, they can commission me when I'm off season.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've got something like... Well, no, essentially my highest tiers give you a commission each month, 1. But you have to remember to ask for it.
I used to do something like that, and then I realized there's no point in me doing it this way, because this basically means that Patreon is taking an extra 5% out of my If I add in some smear in here. Cool. What are you up to?
Not much, honestly. Played some Teamfight Tactics. I watched the new Aladdin film. Did a ton of washing and cooking and stuff like that. Yep. Right now I'm just sketching. Although absolutely nothing. I'm just trying to box in different perspectives like 1,000 times.
I've not played.
I played the start of it, but I got bored. Not for me, I feel.
Hey Jade, have you heard of a game called Undertale?
No, I have not. I have never heard of that game. Clearly it can't be very good if I have never heard of it. Ho, 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 ho. That's my laugh. That's how I laugh now.
You to tell me every single time the program that I'm drawing an invisible line. Why I'm drawing it? Because it's invisible.
I meant to have drawn something for my service art event, but I haven't done it yet. I should do it now. Someone called Chris the Unending has just followed me on Twitter. They have 3 tweets. I reached the end incredibly fast. But someone named the Unending, I am very disappointed.
Disappointed!
Took me like one scroll. No, a scroll and a quarter. Quinn asks if there's any artist, well, any artiste, it's French, that you especially look up to.
if you want to talk personal, like small level, there's a few, but I can't remember them off the top of my head right now. If you want to talk professional, my favorite animator who I look up to is Hiroyuki Imashi, the guy who did Panty and Stocking, Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill. The animation director for Kill la Kill. Actually, I think he's a general director, too.
He's super embarrassed, but obviously he wants to say me as well. But you can't say that, because that would just be really awkward.
Yeah, can't let it go to your head. Alright, that's actually looking pretty good now that I got the smears in there. So, like, if you look at the individual frames, you can actually count on both hands how many keyframes I have here. And if you play the animation back slowly, it's like, yeah, very choppy. Like, that's not smooth at all. But when you play it, everything flows together naturally. Also, by the way, for people who keep asking what equipment I use, it's in the description, or actually I don't think it's in the description anymore, but it is in the top of the screen.
Not in the description.
We'll add it. 3. There, I've added them to the description and things. Glyphographs is a pretty cool guy. I'm more interested in like his rants and kind of like his general attitude and stuff, which is generally pretty chill. Also his sense of humor. But Jade?
No, you go. Finish your thought.
I was just saying, like, sense of humor is also pretty funny.
I was having to think about artists that I particularly look up to. Aside from all of my friends, which is a really corny answer, but true. Probably Hosea, actually. Purely because he's managed to achieve quite a lot from being self-taught, very focused, and didn't have work or anything to worry about, but he's done really well. People who don't know him, because it's not exactly the same circles, he's working for Riot. He's a Riot Splash artist now, anyway. Drew a lot of yordles, which is obviously how I know him. So obviously yordles are great. Matthew Cat has asked, what is your least favourite video game you've ever played? Weird question.
No, I have answers for.
Oh.
Maybe I should just go through video games that I really didn't like. I hated Borderlands 1. Namely because the ending was such garbage.
I'm going to have to ask the obvious question that every Borderlands fan asks when they hear someone didn't like Borderlands 1. Did you play it with friends?
I played it a bit with friends and I played it a bit solo. It wasn't that. The writing in it was just garbage. Like, it pissed me off so much that I actually rage uninstalled the game when I realized, wait, so I go through a final boss fight that's just me sitting around shooting a bullet sponge that can't even hit me. I finally open up the vault, and there's nothing inside. Okay, I'm done playing this game. Talk about blue balling.
Yep. Also, I think the first DLC of Borderlands 1 was much, much better than the main game.
I had given up on the game by then.
It's very fair. actually alive? It is. Good.
You know, I know the best way to find this out. Let me go to my Steam page and look at my reviews. If I don't like a game, I make it known. I'm just that kind of person. Yes.
Pedro, I don't think anyone's going to speak Spanish. You may need to speak English.
I gotta dig through my history because I'm very selective about my games nowadays, so I haven't actually... Oh wow, this is funny. I just found out that one of my Steam reviews was actually banned by a Steam moderator because I correctly called a game abandonware.
Really?
Yeah, this is funny. Now I can't edit it. For the game No Moria, which was a colony building game that the devs just literally stopped working on. Oh, I know! One game that I really fucking hate, that I think is completely overrated, that everybody fucking seems to love for some reason. Fucking Valkyria Chronicles. Like, everybody's all like, oh my god, it's such a good non-grid-based, turn-based RTS game. And it's like... The game is so horribly balanced and it's just littered with loading screens everywhere that it's like... To start a mission, you have to go through like 4 loading screens and 4 cutscenes that are all unskippable.
Riot Forever asked if you would make a video game based on your creations. Before you answer though, Pedro, you can clearly read English, speak English. God damn it. You just said, Pedro's response was that it would be difficult for you to create a game because you have to do lots of animation. But you can clearly read what's being said. Anyway, that's the question.
Yes, I would want to make a game if I could. Hard part is making a game is just a hell of a lot of work. Between working on my webcomic and other animations, things like that, I don't really have the time to. I might make a visual novel someday. Anti-visual novel. I'm gonna write... Let's try bringing Pivot back in here and actually animate. It's gonna suck.
I have to be right back again. Yabby.
Bed there. Ring. every single time, every 15 minutes, somebody asks, what animation program do I use? So, I put it in the description and at the top of the screen. Every 15 minutes, I still get people asking, even people answering, and they still ask. Hi, Jade.
Oh, did someone ask? Oh no, let me guess without typing in. They've either asked if you're working on Hero 3 or what software you're using.
Ding.
Yay!
You
Which
get
one was
20.
it?
You get $5.
Oh sweet. My PayPal's not working right now, so you'll owe me.
Okay, the exchange rate is kind of shit.
That's true, actually. No, it's better for me right now. If you send me $5, it's currently worth more pounds. Yeah.
Everybody, send Jade $5.
My country is dying. Give me money. Pokemon stay or Pokemon leave. Ugh. Bad. Just with everything going on in the UK, Pokemon stay or Pokemon leave. Pokemon waifus are now a thing. No, they've always been a thing.
I remember seeing one thing that was kind of funny a long time ago. Domino effect. Tiny little domino says, thinking Misty from Pokemon was kind of hot. And the giant domino, a crippling addiction to hentai.
God is the best Pokemon wife, though. Oh, I don't know.
Right, you know.
You know, there's actual, like, humans in Pokemon, right?
Oh, we're talking about the Pokemon wife specifically, though.
I don't think Gardevoir necessarily. Lopunny's pretty good.
Lopunny's decent. If you're a furry.
I mean, have you played Pokken?
I have not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ruin your life and inform you that Gardevoir are in fact covered in a very slight layer of fuzz.
That was also not made by the Pokemon company, though. That was made by Tekken. And all the models in that game look fucking atrocious, IMO.
This is Zed furiously trying to make sure that he can't be classified as a furry in any way, shape, or form.
I was a furry when I was like 16, 15 years old and stuff.
They're not furry. They're not. It's fine. It's fine.
Trust me, Gardevoir is the furthest thing from furry that you could go, as far as the Pokemon go. Well, there's also things like Machamp and stuff like that, but still, it's like the appeal of them isn't that they are animals, and that's the whole thing with furries, is like, the appeal, actually, funnily enough, Aaron from Game Grumps accidentally came up with the best summary of what a furry is. A furry is somebody who likes an animal character because they are an animal.
Yeah. I get a lot of people who say, well, aren't yours furry? I'm like, well, no. What animal do they represent,
Yeah. And you don't like them because they are animal type-ish characters and stuff. You like them because
they're cute as shit. They're also very short, and that does help, yeah. I had a furry character in high school, but I didn't know what furries were in high school. I just drew it. Off the back of Sonic, I think. You can blame Sonic for everything.
Limitations of this rig are really out.
This is not what I wanted to draw at all. I've drawn some kind of elf thing. Yeah, me too. Alright, okay, I have to draw some fairy art. The event that my server was having was basically everyone gets to submit a character, and then I got the bot to roll a dice, and whatever the dice landed on, everyone was going to draw, or at least you could draw. There was no obligation. And the roll landed on a fairy character, although not a bad one. It was done by Roman. So, yeah, it was
one of his characters.
One of his, yeah. He's tasteful, honestly. So yeah, that's what everyone's drawing. Well, I've only had like 8 entries so far, because you know how it is trying to get people to do something to a deadline. And some people obviously didn't read the rules. It's like, so when you're done, submit it to me directly. It was quite clearly there, right? In the thing. At least 2 people posted them publicly. It's terrible. It's like, no, I'm gonna post them all at the same time.
You dumb sack of shit.
Although, as a result of that, I do have Kev on record now as saying, where is it? Oh yeah, just I'm dumb. So I'm just gonna screenshot that and use that whenever I feel like. Mafia Cat asks, why did you draw / animate Curly Brace? Probably because he liked Curly Brace. There you go. Do you know who my waifu is? No, it's not Tristana. No, it's not Pop. It's not Poppy, and no, it's not Lulu. Gosh.
Heimerdinger.
For fuck's sake! Look, it's very important to raise your dongers, but my waifu is not a Heimerdinger. Never Heimerdinger. Okay, Ware just yelled in the background, raise your dongers. So... my waifu is not a yordle, okay?
Is it Anna?
It's not Anna. Although I do fucking love Anna. It's Midna, obviously.
Oh, I thought that was just a waifu when you were a teenager. I didn't know that.
Oh no, I still love her. She's great.
I knew you still loved her. I just didn't know still on the waifu level.
Oh, very much still on the waifu levels. Yeah, I just don't draw her because of that fucking hat.
Fuck that hat.
Fuck that hat. Don't know what I've just drawn, but it's got way more boobs than I was anticipating to give it. I just sketched out and looked at it and was like, oh man, what? No, what have I done?
Is it Yasuo? Everyone wants to fuck Yasuo.
No.
Because fuck Yasuo.
But on the flip side, Draven, people.
Draven.
Yeah, it's not
Welcome to the League of Draven.
Draven, throwing the other team a bone. Draven's got an announcer skin, which is legendary, and it makes all of his lines as if he's a shoutcaster, and it is absolutely fantastic. When he puts a ward down, he's like, Draven, setting up the map control, or something. I can't remember the exact lines. They're great. I love it. As for which Midna, Imp Midna, obviously. True Midna.
That butt, though.
Oh, that butt. Where I was watching the Game Grumps playthrough of Twilight Princess, and they started by taking the shit out of Midna, like, wow, she looks so weird, she's got a stupid voice. And I think they got about a quarter of the way in before all the comments switched to, you know what, actually she's kind of hot. It's like, yeah, that's how it happens.
Yep.
That's how she gets you.
The thing is, they were expecting her to be like Thief from Skyward Sword, and then it's like, oh wow, she actually has a personality and she's sassy.
Yeah, Midna's great. Midna's just fantastic.
Fantastic, wonderful, excellent.
Oh, to this poor girl I've just drawn, I'm so sorry.
Her boob. Did you make her boobs?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could fix it right now, but I'm not gonna.
Bigger.
No, I'm not making them bigger. Dude, they're big enough.
Bigger.
Dude, she's bigger than I am. I'm not doing any larger than this. This is that. Just...
Bigger.
I would wince. No, no, I'm gonna get sympathy pain. only so large I can draw from. I'm like, oh no, you poor thing. Okay, fine. You draw a guy getting kicked in the nuts or something and see if you can...
That is not a fair comparison at all.
No, okay, fine. What's a fair comparison? I can't think of one.
Fair comparison would probably be a guy who's so well endowed that his pants don't fit right and it kind of puts way too much pressure on him.
I mean, kind of, but at the same time, we don't really see that. That's not really a societal thing. Although life would be a lot fairer if it was. Just, very tight underwear. It's like, yes, yeah, you like it. Exactly, the new Aladdin film is really good. I've got the music in my head again now, but just saying. Good film. Okay, they're not going to be any bigger than that. That's already ridiculous, but... What outfit do I even put you in, man? Workout, like, I guess. Straps here or something. Rob Stanley, if you're talking to Zedrin, which I assume you are, check the description. It's all his art and social medias are down there.
If you want to find Pivot, he has a webcomic. You should go read it. Work hard on it.
I mean, so he says. Everyone knows digital art is press button, receive artwork. Or, yeah, it's all about paying maximum monies for that hardware that has the best make art button. It's a well-kept secret, but here's me telling you, like it is, guys, right now.
What's really sad is that there are going to be people in the chat who will believe.
Don't let big artists fool you, guys. I mean yours, female. I feel like I'm talking to a, oh, what are they called? The race with the big ears in Star Trek. Damn it, Ferengi! Female. Human. My art is currently easiest found on my Twitter, which is @Nefrited. I'll say something in chat. Hello. You can just Google Nefrited. Most of my work is either on my Twitter or I uploaded my best stuff to Newgrounds kind of recently, if you want to see it. But you can Google me. I won't drop any links because it's not my stream. As much as I would love to shill myself out on my friend's much more popular stream. Because, you know. That would be rude.
I mean, I don't really mind all that.
Well, maybe if people ask again later. But for now, you guys can just Google me if you want to find me. My username's fairly unique. And a terrible pun. I don't apologise, dude. It's fine. I mean, it'd be rude for me to post links, not for you to ask. Craven Slayer says that his personal critique of buff characters is when the artist draws them so impossibly buff they look like they shouldn't be able to move. And I say that because my only thought when I hear that is just this impossibly buff guy standing there completely immobile and just grunting slightly as he tries to move. You know, just I don't know why I think that. That's just what pops into my head. I am not Pivot. What accent does Pivot have? There you go, question from me.
Pivot, she kind of sounds a little bit similar to Panty from Panty and Stocking, the English dub.
There you go, guys.
I've had her voiced before.
You
voiced by Meredith.
have, yes.
She's voiced by Meredith Sims.
You have. I technically voice officially one whole character. And that's, you know,
Eat.
my big lot in life. even if it is semi-official. As in, the guy asked for it, but never did anything with it. Not the point. Still voiced it. There we go. Oh, you know Kevin's new race?
Yes.
Yeah. I've just got a notification from Shift's world building channel. I'm going to check it, and I'm willing to bet some more Arvel stuff. What do you reckon the odds are?
80%.
80%? Yeah. I should rename the channel the Arvel Development Channel, because that's where most of this stuff's happened. Right. Yes, it is! It's the Heights. I fucking love them. He's got to stop drawing them. I'm going to draw more of them if he's not careful. Oh, they're so cute. Chad Hayden says, so is this girl character in Hero YouTube cartoon short? That's a way of phrasing it. No, this is Pivot. I can answer that one. PVO2 comic. That is the URL, isn't it?
I do a lot of different stuff. I am not limited to one thing. So by all means, you should check out some of my other stuff as well.
That does not work. Have I put that too low down? Oh, fuck it. It's just a sketch. I don't care.
See how this looks. The look looks very incomplete. Exaggeration.
I've had my iPad muted like for more than an hour in the year I've owned it, year and a half I've owned it, and I've got it unmuted at night and it keeps making noises and like, what? Stop. Ugh.
Then okay.
Yeah, everything's changed with iOS 12 and it's confusing me. I sent you my dumb sketch, you can look at that.
Those are boob.
They are boob, aren't they? I don't know, it's a stupid ass sketch.
Don't say that too loud. 20 people in chat.
I mean, they're welcome to see it if they want.
Horny people have no rights.
It's true. You have no rights. Once you become horny, you have lost all your rights as an individual. You've got to be real careful about that. Fizzy mango. Delicious. Okay, I should probably actually draw what I was going to draw. Maybe.
Right, I can't play this song because it gets content ID'd. Because apparently Toby Fox put all of his songs in.
I remember seeing a tweet about that from him. He was it, I don't think it was him, but the management company did. But he doesn't care. I think they were probably meant to. Something like that. I don't know. There is so much porn in my reference folder. That is a perfect reference. Yes. Oh shit! I was gonna make dinner. I didn't know we had McDonald's. Never mind. Panic over. Okay, you know what? This has always bothered me for the last forever. Why do you have the pancake gif in the bottom right of your stream?
It's just something. I usually have a GIF or two going, just so that way I can tell, or people can tell when the stream is like, whether I'm just sitting idle or if the stream actually froze. I have a little animations help for that. And also I just really like that GIF. I think it's cute.
That is fair. Yeah. I mean, I have a little blinking me animation on mine.
Aaron, please.
Do you like it? We should make a remix of it.
Anyone in chat know how to find the not Zedrin person? I think they're talking about me.
Maybe talking about you.
Talking about me.
Hey, don't fucking talk about my friends that way.
My name is not Anna. and it's a character I happen to like.
Knuckles, what the fuck is going on? Dude, you dropped 1,000 feet. That was fucking banana peels, dude.
I actually know what happens if you Google my username. I'm just assuming.
You just keep going. You just keep on going.
You get my Twitter, and then my website, which is so not up to date.
Bring your hands down.
Now I got the rhythm. Yo, I'm like Marky Mark. I got the rhythm and the rhyme.
Bring your hands down. Bring your hands down. The electricity.
You just.
I should add my, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna add my Newgrounds to my website. My name is Jade, but most people call me Neffy, except Cedric.
Because I knew you before you changed your name to Neffy.
My username before wasn't really pronounceable. I mean, it was, but who's going to call me that?
Dude, you dropped 1,000.
It wasn't really a nickname, unless you wanted to call me Not.
That does not look like where you're supposed to be.
What was your nickname?
Keep going.
Oh yeah, not reality.
Not reality. Yes. Because I was edgy.
Bring your hands down. Bring your hands down.
Now I got the rhythm. Yo, I'm like Marky Mark. I got the rhythm and the rhyme.
Bring your hands down. Bring your hands down. The electricity.
You just cheese knuckles and you jump, bang, pause it. And then you go out and you can keep doing it forever.
No.
You can just keep doing it forever.
There you are.
Wish I could do easier. Toon Boom would make spark effects and sharper. Like at the moment, to do that, you have to like draw and then you have to erase.
Toon Boom's still vector-based, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, it can do both. It has raster support in it.
Oh, right.
You can designate a layer when you create it, and you can switch it at any time, but when you switch it, it bakes in it. Twitter, art, Tumblr. No, I guess Twitch is more important than my Tumblr these days. Guess my Newgrounds should come after that. Yes. I've got a complaint about Newgrounds, by the way. What?
I've got a complaint about Newgrounds, and it's a very, very valid one. You know when you visit your own page on Newgrounds, and it has it's got your own subdomain, right? So I'm nephrited.newgrounds, and you're zedron.newgrounds, right? Or whatever you are. I actually know if you have Zedron or not. I thought I checked. You're ZedronBot. Yes, there you go. Well, that's a different subdomain, right?
Yes.
So when you try and log in using a third-party service, it doesn't work because it's on a different subdomain.
That's actually largely why BA changed theirs, if I remember correctly.
It's not hard to implement a fix for that. You just make the pop-up box that handles the authentication come from newgrounds.com as opposed to from your subdomain. It's really easy. It's just little things like that.
If you were to actually suggest that in the forums at all in Newgrounds, I'm sure they would actually implement. It's just something that they haven't really thought about.
Maybe. Not sure how invested I am. Still. I have now added my Newgrounds to my website. Yay! I think. Yes, I have.
Song. I need to remove this song from my playlist because, good lord, it's so loud. It's the Shovel Knight Final Battle theme. It's so loud.
Alright. I'm done doing code. Back to drawing. Craven looked me up on YouTube and found yodels. Did you? That doesn't sound like me. Oh man, I haven't streamed anything on YouTube for like 4 years. I should hide those videos. Oh, those are old. How do you edit playlists? Like your...
You can go to the individual video and you can change it from there by clicking the save button. Or if you go to the bar on the left, you can see the whole playlist and you can go from there.
Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. Away with like everything in that playlist, it's so old. God, the art on my head is really old as well. Videos. Ah, don't. They're really old. There, I've delisted all my videos on YouTube. I hope you guys are happy.
Doesn't look too bad.
Hi, Philippe.
It's an organizational nightmare, sadly.
I've had my legs crossed for so long, my foot's gone to sleep.
You shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't. I'm not cross my legs. Ugh. And nothing happened, Mafia. People just reminded me that my YouTube channel had videos on it, which it doesn't need to have. They're gone now. They're all gone.
She purged her history. She got the gun to kill the past.
Well, I haven't been keeping it up to date, so like, I'd hate it if people went to my channel and thought that was my current art. It's not. That's like 5 years old.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's more on them for not looking at the goddamn date. I seriously hate when you get like critique and it's like, hey, I want to give some critique on this. Here's a long list of critique on this thing you did 5 years ago. Thanks? Don't.
Don't save my videos. That's just weird. And I am indeed left-handed, yes. If you can see me being left-handed from 5 years ago, that means you have a very different idea of what I look like. I should probably make sure those videos are private and not just unlisted. Dono Taro asks if the animation is tweened, as it looks very smooth.
It's not tweened, no. There is a tiny bit of tweening with the hair and stuff, but otherwise, this, because there's so many dynamic changes, there's no way to actually feasibly tween. Without, like, doing a full-on 3 that.
Bob Stanley asks if either of us WoW. I assume it means World of Warcraft.
I do not.
I'm just going to assume that Kurisu is talking to you, Zedran.
You sound hot.
It's got to be you.
What's the matter, Jade? Don't you think that you have a sexy voice?
I'm sorry, it's just not that good. And everyone knows that kind of compliment is always directed at the guy. Always. There you go, see? There you go, you KO'd someone. KO'd them with your voice. I'm sorry, sir, do you have a license for that voice? Clearly it's lethal. King Goji asks what your least favourite monster in Monster Hunter is.
Least favorite.
Pickle.
What do you say? Hate the pickle?
I hate the pickle.
What do I hate? I hate fighting the kitten. Not because it's like terribly a difficult fight. It's the easiest of the Elder Dragons, it doesn't roar. It's just annoying to fight because it's so tiny and its hitboxes are shit. So it feels like the fight goes on longer than it should. Which, funnily enough, in 4U actually made a valid strategy of bombing a Kieran over and over again using speed setup, trapping. You basically trap the kitten, set out a bunch of bombs, make sure that you have some armor on or whatever kind of skill that prevents knockback. You just keep blowing bombs up on yourself. Hilarious. The suicide bomber attack. Oh yeah, the strategy was you would have evasion +3 with a sword and shield, place a bomb, do a get up attack, and then immediately roll, and you could evade through your own explosion. So stupid.
Nice. Yeah, that does sound a bit dumb, yeah. I can answer that question for you, Donataro, because it's already been asked to stream. The answer is yes, but it would take a lot of time and effort, so no. It was about a pivot video game.
I mean, I wouldn't count it out in the future, but it'd be a long time.
I think it would be neat.
I definitely
I
want
did
to.
make a little proof of concept platformy thing for ages ago.
Yeah, I did.
I did. Wasn't really a game though, you just ran around until you fell through the floor.
Yep.
So what more do you want out of a game, right?
Got the same fixins as all other major video games. You know, falling through the floor.
So basically a Bethesda games.
Yeah. That's all you need for a video game. That is exactly what Todd Howard told me.
Nurse, we need to perform an immediate jazzer section.
That's a weird question.
His kidneys aren't
Corncrab asks, if you were a tough cookie, what flavor would you be?
The kind that can punch all your buns.
Punching your buns, yeah, punching for fun. It's a decent answer.
You an evil witch, I will punch you for fun.
What's my jam? What's my move jam?
And what does that accomplish, huh? We're gonna have fun at the party tonight. Playing goddamn checkers.
What's my jam? What's my move jam?
And what does that accomplish? Nothing. Come on, baby. Give me lovin', give me lovin', come on.
Gather round the corner, half a mile from here. See that long train run, and I want it to disappear. Down left, dead left, where we're jumping now.
It's fucking checkers.
What you think about the situation? What you think about the situation, baby? About the checkers. What you think about the situation? What you think about the situation, baby? About the checkers. You gonna jump
And then that leg does not look right. Not yours, mine.
Come on.
Oh.
I'm gonna touch you where you don't want.
Kind of funny because
Then you can't sue me.
like
You gonna jump over my
I know, that's why I said it.
If you do, you might be dead. Come on.
Oh.
I'm gonna touch you where you don't want. Then you can't sue me.
Gather round the corner, half a mile from here.
I have first impressions of the new Shantae game, incidentally. Don't play on the iPad, that's the end of my first impressions.
It's fucking checkers.
What you think about the situation?
That's promised though.
What you think about the situation?
Not on that.
Or you can.
What you think about the situation?
Would anybody like some pound cake? I'd like some pound cake.
Really.
hey Ken, or hey Ryu, can I have some of your pound cake?
Sure you can.
Oh, hey Ryu, look, Ken's here. Oh,
How'd you can?
glad that this animation looks decent. Holy hell, this was way more tedious to make than it should have been. Gonna have to go through and reevaluate puppet rigs. Really hope that I can get this done in time for the... Luckily, I had previously underestimated how much time I had before the animation would be necessary. I have more like around 4 months to get it done.
That's good.
I think I can get it done. I mean, like, the original override animation I got done in less.
What you think about the situation, baby? About the checkers.
As for why Pivot's gauntlets look like Yang's gauntlets, that's because they are gauntlets, and there are many different iterations of gauntlets throughout popular media. Weapons.
Oh my god, why do legs have to be so hard?
Color.
I need to get a reference for this piece. Mm.
What color replacement? Now her fists match the color of her outfit.
Witchcraft. I'm gonna burn you at the stake for that.
I'd like to see it try.
Oh my god, how does her hair even work? What is this?
Yo, motherfucker, listen up to me. Whenever I go to the Renaissance Fair. Hold on, let me start over.
Okay.
Yo, motherfucker, listen up. Every time that I go up to the Renaissance Fair, I see a guy and I cannot tell a lie. Everywhere I go, people ask me, where do I go when I pee? I go to the restroom next to the jousting area. Yo-yo, just like a yo-yo, I go back and forth, yo. Back and forth on people liking me. Back and forth on people liking me. Hey, yo-yo, just like a yo-yo, I go back and forth, yo. Back and forth on people liking me. Back and forth on people liking me. Yo, everybody, here's my story. I really like cake.
I have not been checking screen chat.
It's my favorite pastry.
Who is pivot fighting?
Sometimes
Wait and
The
see,
air.
I think.
Oh, that actually
The air is a good one.
Oh, thanks, man.
He's fighting my timeline.
Every time I go
Punch that
to the
timeline.
store, I eat it and I eat some
Punch it
more.
good.
Yo, listen up to me. Every day I have to go pee and I eject myself from the grump room. Cause I got to go poo-poo. Boom, boom. Out my butt. What? Out his butt, y'all! Hey, yo-yo. Just like a yo-yo, I go back and forth, yo. Back and forth on people liking me. Back and forth on people liking me. Hey, yo-yo. Just like a yo-yo, I go back and forth, yo. Back and forth on people liking me. Back and forth on people liking me. Yo, do you remember when I was rapping about cake? Now I'm gonna rap about a lake. This rap isn't very fake because it's a rap about a lake. Hey, da 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 about a lake. Da 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 da. My name is Jake. Hey, da 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 about a lake. Da da da. No. All right, give us a rap.
I'm hungry. Soon. Thing. Legs. Alright, chat, what do you guys think of this animation? How many CPUs would you rate it out of 5? And the music name is at the very bottom of the screen below the donations. That is weird. The stream is not over yet. We'll be over soon. I only streamed for 3 hours. About 20 minutes left. Not sure what else to do. Might actually get started on fixing some of the rig problems. First things first, though, I'm going to exit this as a GIF.
I am back.
Welcome
Again.
back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Mario.
Mario?
Rap battle.
Oh no. I don't want a crab battle.
For some reason, in my main screen, it looks a lot more red than it does on my tablet screen, which is the opposite problem of what I was having. I hadn't calibrated this. Get it.
What's heavier? A pound of steel or a pound of feathers?
It's obvious that it's a pound of feather. It's a pound of steel. The steel's heavier than
That's
feathers.
right. It's steel. Steel's heavier than feathers.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Go.
Yeah, that means great. Where did I put that image I was using? There it is.
Okay, question for the chat. Does Pivot's hair look more like a solid bright yellow, or does it look more like a golden yellow?
It's a bit washed out to me.
I always have the issue with her hair, where some monitors it looks like has more green in it, and other monitors it looks like it has more red in it. And the color itself is actually slightly more biased towards red, but otherwise almost perfectly balanced between the two. So it should be a solid yellow.
It's yellow. It's pale yellow, but it's yellow.
Yeah.
That said, my screen's calibrated. Let me move it.
I mean, it does have, like, the colors for the RGB are 245, 236, and 150. I mean,
Looks fine on both my screens.
it's just, I always have trouble getting the color balance. It's like, it's more reddish on my main monitor, and it's more greenish on my secondary monitor. And part of me wonders if maybe did my other screen get messed up? I can't. No. It'd be nice if I could open up my GeForce control panel. I could actually like color calibration.
Banned. Not allowed.
Hard part as well is that like I can't like get responses from other people completely. Like I need to poll everybody simultaneously to see what they see. Hope that most people have their monitors calibrated. But if I'm sent another image, it's just gonna look the same way, because the issue is after the display.
I'm pretty sure Rob Stanley is actually a Ferengi. Quick, what's the 50th rule of acquisition?
Alright, save this. I can fix some of the problems. I really should get the kitty head turnaround. By the way, Jade, still on for the game tomorrow?
I think so. Depends how wet it is tonight, honestly. Yeah, it should be. Barring a medical emergency, yes.
Shouldn't be immediately just.
Sandwich says, good thing butts don't have sizes like boobs. I mean,
Not true. They do have sizes.
They kind of do.
They absolutely have sizes.
That leg is way too long.
Alright. That's it.
No sandwich, but you would say I need a size 16 trousers, or size 16 jeans, or 14, or 18, or 8, or whatever you say. We have sizes.
They're just numbered, not lettered.
Mm. What would Pipit's wet dreams be about? A toaster? A computer? I mean, socket, presumably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, she has a girlfriend.
Go with that.
Always a safe bet.
You people, honestly. Oh, this character I'm drawing feels way too short. I'm like, ugh, I don't know how to
Possible-
resolve this.
Possible for things to be too short.
Ugh, well, usually when I'm drawing them, no, but in this case, kinda not what I'm going for. Much as I like short stacks.
For wind up using. Didn't get deleted. Right, it's half hour to go check on my girlfriend time, BRB. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save all this stuff.
Yeah, that's right, man. I'm coming at you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know why? Because I don't ever give up. I'm straight relentless. You better watch out. You see me headed for ya, because it ain't ever over. Unlimited resources label me forever soldier. And you go
Two teeth. Okay. But that's in my head now. Great. Supersonic racing.
Play supersonic racing. I'm having sex with my dad.
It's not time to go around. You're supersonic racing. Gonna find out no return. I played so much of that game as a kid.
Okay. Everybody supersonic racing. Had sex with my dad.
Why?
Stop having sex with my dad.
Pivot is definitely not a short stack.
She is. Just not stacked
She
in the
is
chest.
not.
She's stacked in the back.
She's not short enough to be a short stack.
How short do you think actual short stacks are?
What, like dwarves?
That's like the standards that you're going by are literally like dwarves and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
They usually aren't
That's
stacked.
what you get if you Google the not Google, search the term on art sites and so forth. Yeah, 410 apparently.
That's how high to be a midget. Consider a midget to be a bit different than a short stack.
Yeah, it's a midget with a ton of whatever. What is it with the cleaning wipes? Hmm. Oh, there they are.
Part of me is wondering if I should maybe set up like a master controller for body turnaround and things like that. Body turnaround make it so like you don't have to open up the pose copier to move it.
Creepy doll.
So I actually have one friend who he's a former short stack. Literally like 410.
That would count.
He was double H's And she got a reduction.
Yeah, it's fair. Double H.
Yep.
English?
Yeah, so it'd be about an
Right.
I cup, but I cup I think is skipped over.
It is, yes.
Because it,
For
it's a
whatever
weird
reason.
number. I think it's because it looks too much like 1.
Maybe, or it looks like a capital